Okay, week 17 starts tomorrow. And I only have time for 6 games between Wednesday and Saturday. So with that being said, let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. All right, first up, Chiefs going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of the Netflix games. Let's see if there's any buffering issues like there was during the glorified boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But in any event, we're talking football here. Yeah, the Chiefs got away with, once again get away with more bullshit by beating the Houston Texans, and the Steelers got done losing pretty easily to the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry had himself a day. Justice Hill was gonna have himself a day, and then a scary concussion happened. Russell Wilson. Wilson threw a pick six and all that shit. And of course the Chiefs still have not wrapped up home field advantage. And the Steelers, despite the loss, still have the AFC North lead thanks to the conference record tiebreaker. Will the Chiefs lose their second game of the season? If so, who will it be? Will it be against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are still fighting to win their division, or will it be against the Broncos, who are still fighting for their playoff lives? The Chiefs I don't think Mahomes has ever lost to the Steelers. Will that change tomorrow? Coin flip time, motherfuckers. Well, rest in peace, coin flips. Fucking hell, man. Shit. Fuck. I lost the coin flip. I lost the quarter, so fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Steelers to defeat the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are due for their second loss, and the second loss will be against the Steelers. If not, then it'll probably be against the Broncos, when they rest their starters. Next up, Ravens going on the road to take on the Texans. Both teams suffered some scary injuries. Justice Hill had that concussion. The big blow was Houston when they lost Tank Dell to a torn ACL, thanks to that, as a result of his dislocated kneecap. That is. I believe points will be at a premium in this one. Both teams have really good running backs, Joe Mixon of the Texans, and of course Derrick Henry of the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens though because they ultimately have the better weapons around their quarterback, as opposed to the Texans, who are now down 2 receivers. Yeah, the other guy's going to have to step it up. Dalton Schultz, the tight end. Nico Collins, John Mechie. The Texans are going to have to really work double time, apparently. Next up, the Thursday night season finale between the Seahawks and the Bears. Wow, the Bears get another primetime game. What for? We don't know. No, it probably has to do with the fact that it's a large market, which is still fucking bullshit. It's not supposed to be like that, but that's just how shit goes, I guess, because, people are retarded. In any event, speaking of which, my bad, Minnesota. My bad. My bad. I didn't account for the fact that this Vikings team is still good and and is good and apparently good enough to overcome the the element of travel. And as far as the Bears go, I completely forgot to say this, but rest in peace, 2024 Chicago Bears season. The season was actually over before their game against the Vikings, because the Packers won. Because the Packers won, I believe, and that ended lots of things for the Bears, and deservedly so, quite frankly. The Seahawks may have been disappointing their hometown fans, but they're on the road this week. If the Seahawks lose, they're done, and they would deserve to be done. This is the same fucking team. That is only the second team in 2024 to lose to the New York Giants. It's like that alone should get you out of the fucking playoffs. But it is what it is. But yeah, the Seahawks better defeat the Chicago Bears. And that's all I've got to say about that. Next, Saturday. The Saturday games need to be on network television. Fox, CBS, NBC, whatever. Instead, they're on NFL Network. If you're going to put them on NFL Network, put the crappy matchups on NFL Network. Shit that no one cares about. Yeah, but what do I know? I'm not a financial advisor and all that fucking shit, nor am I a TV expert. I'm just speaking out of common fucking sense, thank you very much. Which no one has anymore. Rant over Chargers going on the road to take on the New England Patriots. The Patriots got done putting up a fight against the Buffalo Bills. They were the team that ended up pulling out all the stops, yet it still wasn't enough. Unlike the Bears, who got their asses fucking kicked by the Detroit Lions. That game was over by halftime. I mean, seriously. And the Chargers, they got done mounting a comeback against the Denver Broncos. And this stupid phone likes to be retarded. Anyway, go ahead and take. Anyway, Chargers. You gotta get you don't do what the Arizona Cardinals did and lose to a shitty ass football team. You were able to beat the Patriots last year when your head coach was Brandon Staley. So logic would tell you that you should be able to beat the Patriots, a rebuilding Patriots team, with Jim Harbaugh as head coach. Just saying. But I gotta take the Chargers to win. Alright, next up, in an important matchup, Broncos going on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have ran out of chances to lose have ran out of opportunities to lose one more game. They lose one more game, that's it. It's over. You're done. Done. In fact, you're officially eliminated if you lose to the Broncos. The Broncos will not be officially eliminated from playoff contention if they lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, because the Broncos only need to win one game. But can you really trust the Broncos to win one game? I know people are going to say, well, it's the Cincinnati Bengals defense. They've been lax all season long. And blah, 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 and yak. And it's like, you got to stop overrating the Denver Broncos defense. Like, what are you doing? And you got to stop overrating their offense too. Again, what are you doing? When you do that, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment over and over and over again. Yeah, it's just true. I mean, come on. I mean, the Broncos do not have the personnel to stop the Bengals offense. The Broncos losing to the. And give me a break. Before losing to the Chargers last week, the Broncos had to come from behind to beat a 3-win Cleveland Browns team, and they barely beat an Indianapolis Colts team. I understand this Bengals defense is ass, but I'm not sure little Bo Nix has the. I'm not sure little Bo Nix is ready for prime time again. He didn't turn the ball over last week. That's great. But now you're facing a really desperate team at home. Go ahead and take the Cincinnati Bengals to defeat the Denver Broncos. If the Broncos do win this game, it's not going to matter that much because they're just going to be cannon fodder for Buffalo. And when the postseason comes. So, I mean, give me a break. But yeah, take the Bengals to win. I hope the Broncos win, of course. As a biased Broncos fan, of course. Next up, and finally, Cardinals going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And before I forget, rest in peace, 2024 Arizona Cardinals. And let's be honest here. It's pathetic that the Cardinals lost to the Carolina Panthers, but their season really ended a couple weeks prior when you decided to get blown out by the Seattle Seahawks, when you had a chance to split against the Seattle Seahawks and clinch the NFC West. Because it seemed that nobody wanted to win it, and yet there's only 2 teams left. And then you got the Rams who played a rather boring game against the Jets, but you know what? As long as the Rams win, boring or otherwise, who gives a shit, right? But I did like that Tyler Higbee finally made it to the football field and actually scored a touchdown during that game. This was after suffering that gruesome hit against the Lions in the postseason last season. So the fact that he is back on the football field playing football again is an awesome sight to see. Now the Rams offense just got a little bit more dangerous. They already have Puka Nacua. They already have Cooper Kupp. I mean, Will Dissly's a good second tight end, though he might be the first tight end. Let's call it for what it is. And their running game is still awesome with Kyren Williams, who does not get mentioned enough. Other than making an idiotic, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but it is what it is there too. I gotta take the Rams to defeat the Arizona Cardinals, but let's see what happens when the chaos continues. The rest of your picks are coming on Saturday. So until next time, Merry Christmas, fuckers.